When I was young, I'd say 8 to 11-ish, my sister, who is 7 years older, would babysit when my parents were out. At the time, she smoked a lot, and my parents made her smoke outside, of course. So, I'd follow her outside, play around, annoy her, and such point one day, my sister noticed a car at the end of the driveway, just sitting in the road. It was a white SUV with a bike rack on top, and it had the most tinted windows I've ever seen. You could not see inside from the side. It sat there until she went inside, then would drive to the end of the road and sit in the church parking lot and wait. Wait until she'd come out again for another smoke, and it would repeat. This was odd, but my sister is a brave lady and just kind of ignored it. That is until the next day when my parents were out again, and it showed up again. It would sit at the end of the driveway and just watch. I don't know what the driver was doing, but he was watching my sister. I know because if I didn't go out, I'd watch from the front window, and it would just sit there and watch my sister, she told my father, who was a sheriff's deputy at the time, and he called the cops and made a complaint. They showed up, looked around, but the SUV was nowhere to be seen. Months went by, and nothing. Then, one day, a good 9 months after this had all started and around 4 months since the last sighting, it was back. It became a regular occurrence. Another day, my sister was outside doing her nasty habit, and sure enough, here it comes. This time, we were all alone, as usual, and she decides she's had enough. She tells me to stay in the carport, and she's gonna go confront them. She starts walking toward the SUV, and halfway down the driveway, she would later remark to us, I felt, Turturro, like I knew if I went any further, I was dead. I was paralyzed by pure fear. She turned around and went inside. Finally, the family car was in the shop for some kind of issue, so we were all stuck at home for the night. While my parents are home, my sister goes outside to smoke. I go outside with her, and eventually, the SUV shows up. She tells me to run inside and tell my father, and I do. My dad promptly gets his gun and starts briskly walking down the driveway with it in hand, in the direction of the SUV but not leveled towards it. The SUV floored it down the road and peeled out onto the nearby large highway. My dad, being a cop, noted the year and model and distinguishing features. The scariest thing, the license plate had been covered in duct tape. We never saw it again.